And here we are, guys, on the map Daybreak, and in the bottom left part of it, in the red, from the team Quantic, leading off, it is Apocalypse, the Quantic.Apocalypse.
Yes.
And in the top right part of the map, in the blue, I'm sorry, I have to say it every time, I know it's getting old. In the blue, it is, from Karont3 Esports Club, it is LOLverse XD, or LOLverse Awkward Smile sort of thing?
Yes. That's what I think it is. It's LOL.
Didn't we have like a name for this guy that we decided we were going to call
We just called him LOL, actually. We just ended up calling him LOL.
Okay.
So Karont3 LOL versus the Quantic.Apocalypse.
What's his real name? Let's find out. His real name is Ruben Ponserrano.
There you go.
So we can name him Ruben, too?
I'm good with that. Ruben.
Oh, let's just call him LOL. It's fun.
Okay, LOL.
All right. LOL. There he is.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing. I'm just saying his name.
That's
it's on
true.
The screen.
It says LOL. That is right.
It's true.
Well, so it's TVZ on Daybreak, and the Quantic.Apocalypse is known for playing very, very aggressive.
He's got a lot of weird builds, man. We
have compared him to a Velociraptor at some points during the past. The Quantic.Apocalypse is a devastating monster. And we notice he really favors the map Antigua Shipyard, believe it or not. He tends to pick that quite a bit because he feels that he can kind of flex his aggressive might there. Uses a lot of very strong mid-game tank marine pushes against Zerg players, so that's the path I think we're going to see him go towards, but you know, he could certainly throw us for a loop. You really changed the sensitivity, I think, for the edge of the screens.
Oh, shoot.
I notice I'm like flying around.
Oh no, I didn't change that. I didn't change that.
No problem.
I did change the mouse sensitivity, though, and the middle click drag sensitivity. I did change those.
Yes, that is fine. I'm cool with that one.
No,
but
I meant to change it back. I apologize. Maybe
no,
I don't know.
Worries. No worries.
I'll just start observing sometime. We'll do it that way. Who knows?
I apologize to people in advance if I'm like, let's see what's going on here. Oh, my God, what's happening?
I didn't change that. I didn't change that, I swear.
All right. Well, anyway.
I didn't touch it.
First gas up for the Quantic.Apocalypse, and he will be able to move into Reactor Hellions very, very quickly if he wants to. Looks like he's already saving up enough gas for that right away. His opponent, though, of course, went hatch first into spawning pool, following that up with an extractor for Zergling speed, so really nothing out of the ordinary for these two players yet.
Quantic.Apocalypse has a bit of a unique style, and I think a lot of it comes from the fact that he wasn't really on a team, an established team in Korea for quite a while. He was a big-time ladder player. He was ladder grandmaster for quite a while. He also liked to practice with foreigners, too. A lot of the foreigners in the Gome House that I knew would practice with Apocalypse before their Code A matches and things like that. And all this led to him kind of playing in a non-standard way in a lot of his games. We'll have to see what he does this time around. But usually he does have something rather interesting to show us. Now, I'm kind of curious to see what LOL is doing right now.
This is weird.
And, it's just going Reactor Hellion into Expand instead of Command Center first. Just a little bit safer.
But but he's bypassing the reactor altogether here and putting down the Command Center first. That's what I was pointing out there. So
not making Marines either, though. So I wonder if that was just a little forgetful move by him, possibly.
I don't know. I mean, I think because he wants to go to that starport very quickly, so he's going to get a couple of Hellions to put pressure out there. I'm sorry, though. We will take a look at LOL's side of things. Spinecrawler up at the front for defense. Had two queens just pop out, saved exactly enough for his Zergling speed, and then pulled completely off of gas, so things still looking pretty normal for him.
Yeah, pretty much. He's got the Spinecrawler in the front to defend against a very early Hellion aggression, but he's going to have to defend against something a little bit differently, I think. I think there's going to be a bit of drop play coming from Apocalypse.
This is
Marine
cool.
Hellion drops. Yeah, I mean, it works okay.
Well,
it's not bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, he even has enough gas. We may even see a tech lab in a bit as well, and there it is, a tech lab coming down, because what this is going to do... Oh, no, you can't let that Zergling in. The jig would be up
close.
then. It is close. Now, Lol may know something is up because of how quick this command center is coming out, despite the fact that there are still Hellions. Because this Cloaked Banshee, if you were doing, let's say, Reactor Hellions into Cloaked Banshee, this starport would be up a lot later than it is right now.
Oh, yeah, of course. And you'd also see the big tell is going to be that there's no reactor on the factory or barracks.
Was he able to see that?
Oh, he
yeah, because he could see the barracks still up at the front.
Yeah, he went right up to the front. So that's going to be like really the thing that he's going to be like, oh my gosh, there's going to be something weird going on. He's throwing down a Roach Warren right now, which is actually an interesting choice because I would say Hellions are a bit less of a possibility, so I'm surprised he's going for the Roach Warren, unless he's maybe planning on doing some sort of all-in, I suppose, potentially. But he should know that he's going to maybe have to deal with Banshees here. But so far, no Evo Chamber, no extra Queens.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll see.
And kind of an interesting move from Apocalypse as well. Decided to start his cloak after the first Banshee was started and actually well under construction. Oh, and look at this. Lol going ahead and putting down a Baneling nest as well. So very possible that, and already 5 roaches coming out. So we may see just a giant roach Baneling all in.
I think so. So if that is the case, then what the question is going to be is, will Lol be able to do enough damage with that to make it worth it before, because the Banshees obviously are going to eventually kill all of that, but will he be able to do enough damage to Apocalypse that he'll GG, before the Banshees do their damage? That's kind of the big question right now. Speaking of Banshees, where is that one? I think
right
he's
here.
just... Okay, yeah.
He just sat it in the base for a long time.
Yeah. DeMuslim yesterday would always wait for his second Banshee before he wanted to really get any damage done too, so that's a good way to do it.
All right. Well, the first units are already rolling out for Lol. He's got quite a few roaches along with this as well. We can see double armory coming down already for the Quantic.Apocalypse.
So we're going to get robbed of a mech game?
I know. I'm so sorry. I feel bad for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see how much damage he's able to do. There are a couple Hellions out. There are 4 Hellions and a couple Marines, but the roaches will deal with those very, very quickly.
Right.
Will Lol have enough to deal with this, though?
And he decides, there he goes, finally crossing the supply depot, and he is going to start making his way up. The Banelings are coming from behind as well. Nothing, of course, can touch these Banshees. So will the Banshees be able to clear these out? Very nice job picking off the Banelings.
Yeah,
in fact, they have done very little damage, finally getting in there and killing a couple of SCVs. The Roach numbers are starting to slowly go down, but the Zerglings are able to break their way through. Total worker losses are 15 now for the Quantic.Apocalypse, and he is down to 23 SCVs.
That's kind of the situation that we were talking about. Will Lol be able to do enough damage with this attack to kind of set Apocalypse permanently behind? I mean, it looks like the Evo Chamber is very late for Lolixy, so if he moves right now, he might be able to get some damage done with Cloak here. This is going to be really close, but right now it looks like our Zerg player definitely has a bit of an advantage.
Well, we'll see what these Banshees can do. As you mentioned before, triple Evolution Chambers coming up now, and there's the 3rd base finally. So, wow, a few drones being sent out as well.
He has the potential to do a ton of damage with these Banshees, too. With 3 Banshees, you can focus down Spore Crawlers that are building extremely quickly. Only 2 Spores on the way because the mineral count is a bit low because he doesn't have a lot of drones because he tried to all in, and that's going to all add up to Apocalypse potentially still winning this crazy game.
All right, so he's going to start making his way out of there, trying to pick off these Queens one by one. They're actually getting pretty low, but now the Spore Crawlers are finishing up. They transfuse each other, and Lol is going to stabilize for the time being. Look, he's just going to try and DPS down the Spore Crawlers, and does. No layer tech in sight, so it'll be a very long time before he's able to get any mobile detection out there. And look at that! Lol versus XD is going to GG. So Quantic takes game number 1 of this best of 9.
Yeah, a little bit of an error, I think, by Lol versus XD to not have well, I mean,